Yeah, right.
I don't know why they don't let you just download the whole replay.
Yeah. Did they fix that in the next game, or?
Please tell me.
I
When
don't
do you
think.
need the replay by?
Just whenever.
I'll
You
hopefully
can
have it
organise
by tonight, assuming I don't forget and fall asleep.
Just because to get back into F1, I need to set my monitors back into triple screen again, and I can't bother doing that tonight.
Fair enough.
If I start it up again in not triple, it throws all my racing settings out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll do that on the weekend.
I'm going to take off. Thanks for the race again, guys. It was good.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was good.
I'll
Catch you next
time.
week.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
See ya. Yeah, I'm gonna head off too. Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
same.
same.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you very much for the race, and if I'm not here next week, good luck at Red Bull Ring.
Yeah, have fun, guys. I'm going to definitely be working my butt off, making money.
I'm either missing next race or the race after that. Still don't know. We'll find out.
No worries. Catch you later.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
And then there were two. Honestly, given how many pit stops I made that I didn't need to make, I can't be upset with fifth. But it's one of those things where the point difference between our team and the one below us makes me so nervous that I can't seem to actually get a good race in. Because if I could get a good race in, cementing that gap into second and getting us closer to first as a team would be phenomenal to me. I think there's 8 points difference between us and the team behind.
I'm kind of in the same situation. Like, I don't know how I ended up with third with how the first half of my race went. It just,
like
everything was going wrong.
I also need to
I
stop.
lucked into third.
I need to stop overthinking tuning setups. I feel like if I just set my tuning setup to 3 default, mid-grounds, I would probably do a whole lot better than trying to mess around with these things, because I'm not gonna really get the benefit out of mixing my setup up, not to mention the low downforce setup this race was really counterproductive. I've not raced Canada a lot, but not having any rear grip coming out of fast corners like that was a nightmare. Of course, it's a learning experience. I know now, 6 rear downforce would probably be fine, and I could keep the 4 at the front.
Yeah, I think I ran 4.7.
But I ran 4.4.
Yeah.
So every time I tried to push out of a corner fast, the back just didn't stick. Had no rear grip.
I mean, I was having that problem in 4.7 as well. Like, that was pretty much how I lost it.
And I think if I just stick with default 5.5 and don't mess with the downforce too much, I'd probably not do as bad. Because at this point, I've made par so many times. I've done the good job, but not the great job. I've not had a great race yet. It's just been getting to where feel is okay. If we have that one good week, that one good race, I think we cement the team in second place. This far into the season, I definitely think we cement the team in second place.
Yeah.
Not accounting for, huge mix-ups and all that sort of cost. Luckily, touch wood, not cursing us, but luckily neither of us have had a DNF yet.
Come close. Way too many times.
I am so used to sim damage. I am so ready for every corner that I spin out on to be a death, but still, again, it's like, given how many mess-ups I had, I can't be upset with fifth, but I want my one good race. We have Austria next week. If I can't make an okay or a good race out of Austria, I don't think there's hope for me. Especially, how many people are missing next week? Isn't it just Listech, Yumi, and Joel? Josh as well? I forget. There's a lot of people missing next week, apparently, but
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna head off before.
Darren, Diff, I think, are the only two I can remember.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting.
I'm gonna take a step away from the computer, so
So yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same. Get some sleep.
I'll catch you next week.
Yeah, see you then.
Okay, I'm saying it. I'm high hopes. I'm gonna jinx myself, but I don't care. Austria is a track I'm okay at. I think I can do okay at Austria. So long as there's no wet weather. God, I'm just throwing I'm jinxing myself so hard. It's gonna be raining. I'm gonna spin lap 1 again. Oh, I can't get a... All I need to do, and this is my problem, right? I've spent so long hot lapping in racing games where hot lapping doesn't care how good you drive unless it's the best. It has to be the best lap every lap. If it's not, then your leaderboard position doesn't change. If you're not improving laps, it doesn't count. So with hot lapping, if you mess up, you just pause restart. If you do anything wrong or suboptimally, pause restart. Didn't brake right, ran the corner wide, lost half a second here, pause restart. It's very different atmosphere to what we do here, which has been like the minimum entry for hot lapping is to be the best, right? If I want to be on that leaderboard, I need to be the best. For this, the bar for entry is don't crash. And apparently I can't meet that bar for entry. I just need to bank a race where I don't spin, where I've already done a couple where I haven't crashed. Touch wood, we can do some more. But if I can get third, second, heaven forbid, I dare say, including penalties, I might get another first place finish. If me and Berner can be in the top 3 next week, and given a couple of non-attendees, I think Joshosaurus and X are both going to be missing. Badger has been missing since the start of the season. Joshosaurus and X are the two fighting for podium besides Burner Bear, which means we've got Joel, Burner Bear, and myself, I think, would be first, second, and third. We just have to pick the order, and I just have to not spin out. That's it. My bare minimum is don't spin out and just follow Burner Bear and Joel. That's all I have to do. Follow them. Don't race super hard. I don't have to post the fastest lap. I don't have to be the best, fastest person on the field. I just have to follow them. Take my opportunity where I can see. I have to go for blood. Don't get me wrong. I do have to take my opportunity, but I have to pick when I go for it, not just go for every single opening. I gotta be delicate about this. Next week, I'm going to go back to my usual strategy of yellows onto reds. And I'm just going to follow people around the track. I'm not going to fight them. If I can stay within DRS and create a gap behind me, that is perfect. That's technically all I need. I somehow qualified third here. And I had regrets immediately. I got rear-ended by the AI. Apparently, I didn't get rear-ended. Okay, I got rear-ended on my game. That is massive desync. I know I got rear-ended. Am I gonna have to go back and VOD? This is a week old, actually. I have a week left to VOD review it. I know I got rear-ended. Are you gonna do a little detective work here? I am certain I got rear-ended. This is the first week where I didn't have Jim. I found out today Jim was not on the correct setting. That one I will take the blame for. I may have put Jim on the wrong game entirely today. So I will take the blame on that. I made an oopsie. But what? Twitch recap? Let's see what? Twitch recaps? Copy. I guess I'll put this in Discord for now. Ba, ba, ba. I haven't streamed much. Big Brain Media Wednesday race day. Oh, hang on, wait. Ah. Yeah, okay. I'm a genius. I put them all up as highlights and I leave the highlights. Okay. So if we go to highlights, we should have all of the Big Brain Media race days up. Italy. 20 days ago. Now we spent half hour in the race. So at an hour into the stream, this is where we were. Now I swear I got rear-ended here. Let's have a proper look, shall I? So, bit of a slow turn. We got bumped a little bit there. That play sign is annoying. I want a VOD review. I don't want to have a stupid play sign. So, we got bumped there. We got bumped. What? You can see that. Look. Okay, that might not show too clearly on the VOD, but I totally get like there's a screech, a lock up at tires, and the camera shakes a little. Let's see if this actually comes through on the VOD clearly. I get rear-ended. The replay, the highlight is lying. I get rear-ended. I'm almost in the grass and I still get bumped. Yeah, I get shunted. There's my point of view. And driven off track. Lovely. There's my point of view. And here's the replay. Here's what the game thinks happened. The game thinks nothing happened, and I just shunted the guy in front. Then driven off track. That is so bizarre. The replay doesn't show me having any rear side contact in the slightest, but my VOD does. And you can see the result of it. There is small lockup as I come into the corner. So I wish I could actually slow-mo it. But you'll see right there, smoke comes off my tires. That tiny lockup you see right there, the smoke coming off my tires, was me being rear-ended. Because in the VOD here... I got run off track, but in the VOD here, I do lock up just a little bit after I get bumped. Here comes the bump. Right there. And you see the front front right tire will actually lock up very shortly after I get bumped. You see here? There's the smoke coming out. I get rear-ended and I tap the guy in front and then run off track. Lovely. Good exit. Yeah. Fascinating. Apparently, I didn't get rear-ended according to the game's server, but I did get rear-ended in my game. The lock-up part that happens right after I get bumped is still there. You can see it. And then I bump the guy in front. That's so bizarre. I never noticed that. Did I just never watch the highlights to Italy? It shows me getting run off the road, though. You sometimes get penalized. The way it works is warning for collision. Wait, did I just... Who rear-ended me here? Did I never watch Italy? How did you rear-end me so badly? The braking line isn't on camera. The braking line, I don't know if you can see the mouse. No, the mouse isn't showing up. The braking line is basically just after that fantasy sign, F1 fantasy. You should brake not too long after that in F1. And I just get clean rear-ended, lock up, and just cut. I probably not keeping my position. I don't know. Ooh, we lost it. Take that sign. A little bit of wheel slip there. Yeah, actually, that's a much better angle to explain it. So, the shadow for that sign is the braking line. You should probably start braking once you cross over it about here. There's also a bit of tarmac on the right side of the road. You can sort of see it. It's so hard to skip back and forth like this. You can sort of see the tarmac there where the shadow crosses. That's the other braking line I use. Brake marker. We just gave up. There is no way you can make those turns in this game. I don't know why they're so narrow. You're meant to be able to go around them. The rules say you have to go around those foam arrows. Oh, we just wanted to take out another one, apparently. You're meant to go around the foam arrows to avoid penalty. That's the runoff, and that's the rules to not get penalized for the turn one. But it's impossible. Dead. I remember that, because we overtook Bliss and we were like, yes, we've done it! And then I floored it too hard. I had a turn one and I had my own worst enemy. Okay. But I can show you. We'll load up a very quick Monza, and I will show you it's not possible without tapping one of those foam barriers. You still don't get a penalty. The game calculates penalty differently than in real life. In real life, there are things you have to do if you leave the track to not get a penalty. There are bumpers and cones and markers that are left all around. So let's go time trial. But there were actual rules. So if you run off track, if you run wide, or if you cut a corner, there are certain rules for re-entering the track. A lot of them are go around X obstacle. That's why a lot of these markers exist, usually. It would be bizarre if you drift and not hit the wall. There's tricks to escape those situations, but I definitely overcooked it. Let's just take a flying lap, shall we? We're not actually gonna be posting lap times here. Excuse the bumps. And off they go. So, if you run wide, if you cannot turn safely without going on the grass, you can bail and come over here. Now, when you bail and come over here, what the rules say is you have to go around every one of these arrows. The first one is fine. You can cut that. Let's see if I can I get a better camera angle here? You know what? This isn't gonna work. I might have to, I'll do it in first person and then we'll have to go back through the replay. So, I can't sense how wide the car is, but you come in here and you switch over. Oh, look. We've already hit the bumper behind. Having hit the bumper behind, we still hit the one in front. And you come back around, you still cannot full lock around any of those. Let's have a look. Where's the camera? So, we came in. Now, bear in mind, we made it around the first one. We then come in over the next. We actually tap it with the back tire. Even tapping it with the back tire, we still can't make it around the next one. And then we still can't make it around the next one. The legal way you're meant to do that is by going around those markers, but it is impossible in this game. There is no way to actually take this runoff legally. But assumedly, yes, if you could go around all of these markers without hitting them, it would be legal. No penalty. But it's impossible in the game, which fascinates me. Even turning in here, full lock left, we can still not make it around in time for the final one. It's so fascinating that that runoff is not designed properly. Can we actually flashback? But thankfully the game doesn't actually care. So long as you lose time, the game assumes you've been fine. You don't normally get to see runoff rules in action. That's my clutch pedal. You don't normally get to see runoff rules in action. And the game doesn't actually have runoff rules, to be fair. The game just has basically, did you gain time or lose time? If you gain time, it gives you a warning. If you lost time, you're sort of fine. Which is a very lenient way of actually judging it, I think. I do not want to bring up footage of actual races, but there are cases, and I could actually use the game to show you a couple of runoffs that have been used in real life. There was a controversy a little while ago with one of the drivers intentionally using a runoff. Which track was it? I think it was at Austria, funnily enough. I think it was either Austria or Russia. And the runoff in question, the re-entry rules for the runoff were that you had to go through 2 certain barriers. And if you take it intentionally, the corner is actually possibly able to be taken faster than if you stay on track. It's fascinating. So I'll see if I can find the one here at Austria. I know this one.
On your left.
Oh, hi, Jim.
Clear left.
So I think the corner as it was taken was here, and the re-entry rule... Have they not got it? No, I swear that's the corner. There's meant to be a re-entry rule there. Do they not have it? Don't make me change games just to show a different... What? Oh my lord, why is this so hard to find? Okay, this isn't... Apparently this is a terribly not easy thing to difficult. The word sentence. Hello, sentence. A terribly difficult thing to Google. So here we have someone in iRacing. That's just them going off track. That's not related. I don't want to boot up a different game just to show the track limits, but Assetto Corsa Competition does have the proper track limits. Austria is the track we're going to be going to next week. I do need to take a bathroom break, but we could practice Austria. Genuinely practice Austria, I mean. Has to be something. Maybe that'll be... There we go. Is the... There's a video of what I just said. It's not possible. Maybe it is in the new one. Hey Finn, welcome in. I don't want to watch someone else's video, but that is fascinating. I wonder if it is possible in the new one. Fascinating. Alright. We should practice a little bit of Austria. We have 100 minutes of timer left. If I give myself... I don't know. Should we go? I want to go with a Honda chassis, but maybe we go with McLaren. Pick Norris, and we'll go to Austria. Clear, dry, everything off, sim damage, flashbacks allowed. I just think that works for my sanity. How are you going, Finn, by the way? I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming. It's only been 3 hours, and Wednesday race day is technically already over. So I might change the title to Practicing for Austria or something like that. I do have 100 minutes left of microphone filtering, so we could switch to another racing game. I could do more Dirt Rally. I have been enjoying my time in Dirt Rally. Not terribly enjoying my time in all the ice maps, but we'll do one shot so we can place last. Practice none. Right, but I need to go do a quick restroom break. Stretch my legs, and we'll do. I don't want to do 100 minutes of practice, but at the same time, any practice is going to be good, but we'll see. Just got to work recently. Well, hopefully, with any luck, it's not one of the. I never know how to say this. If you have a job you love, going to work isn't a bad thing, but that's such a wide range of. Oh, I love my job. Is a different mood to working 9 to 5 and just getting paid, right? But I never know how to judge who's got what kind of job. With any luck, you're in the category of love your work. See, this is where the conversation just derails. I never know how to reply to people being at work, because the standard response should be, oh, that sucks. Damn, work. But I always... That's the standard response, but I always seem to then reflect on, if you're able to find a hobby in your job, or if you're able to find a job you love, then yeah. See, I'm overthinking it. I'm gonna go take a restroom break. And when I get back, we're gonna do a bit of practice of Austria. So rather be home streaming. Yeah, I mean, I think that goes no matter what, even if you do love your job. I think sitting at home, chilling, hanging out with friends always seems like the better choice, but it shouldn't be too long. I also need to turn off that. I'll be right back. Oh, I forgot to mute. No worries. No timer on the preview either. I know it was gone for a little while. If you are still around, Finn, how have you been lately? I keep seeing notifications in your Discord, but I don't think I've caught you live quite a while. I know someone mentioned Twitch has been unfollowing people from channels randomly, and I swear you would have been streaming last Friday, but I didn't see your stream live. I might have to double check. I've actually, yeah. I didn't see you live last Friday for the PvP event. But I swear I heard you in Red Stream. I don't know, because I do remember someone said Twitch, there's been a bug. Apparently channels have been unfollowed for some people. I might have to double check I am following. Do that here. No, I am. It did say that follow button did appear for like a microsecond and then it did turn into the love heart. Weird. Because I swear, you think that no way he would have not streamed Shield Maidens that day. Of course, it could have just been my sidebar messing up. The sidebars are rarely reliable, even on a good day. But, I did think that was weird. I'll keep an eye on it. Are you streaming anytime later today? Or tomorrow? I haven't had a Hershey's chocolate bar in such a long time. And I saw cookies and cream on the shelf today. I couldn't help myself. I've been on a sugar binge lately. I don't know why. I just can't stop buying things made of sugar. Probably streaming today after work. I'll keep an eye out. You know what? I'll go one better. I'll open up your tab. Because in case I am actually busy or sleeping, passed out, whatever time of the day I end up falling asleep, could be anywhere. So I'll open up your tab when I stop streaming, actually. Beat Twitch at their own game. And that'll be curious. If I can be in your Twitch chat and still not see you in the sidebar. Oh lord, tomorrow for Shield Maidens. Oh shoot. I volunteered an extra day at work on Friday. Well, during Shield Maidens. I don't plan on being at work for the whole day. I'm basically spending late afternoon there, but I might be able to join for... Red normally streams Shield Maidens till like 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Because it's about 2, 3 in the morning that DeCrazy gets home and we switch over to the DeCrazy stream. So I should still be able to catch Shield Maidens, but it was going to be a boat race tomorrow, wasn't it? I'm going to miss out on the boat race. I think. I'm not sure. Ah, this is Quali. Still, we'll set up the car. I will emulate what I normally do on the track. And I will remember to turn on my microphone filter. We have 100 minutes left exactly, right? Yes. Oh, and before I get too carried away, we'll change the stream title, shall we? Did my phone go flat? Why is the screen turned off? Oh, I know why it tapped out. My phone turned off because I exited the Twitch app. Right. Let's see what we can do.
Car left.
This is qualifying, to be fair.
Clear left.
I feel a lot more confident going into Austria without too much practice, but I think it would do us good to actually get a couple of bits of practice in. Race 20th. That's fine.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick...
We're on a 50% race length too, so we can't do the one-stop strategy here. That's the only thing that's going to differ from the actual practice run, well, from the actual session. I don't remember who told me about the Twitch thing, having a couple of people be on,
Welcome
channels
to
unfollowed for them.
Spielberg for another exciting Formula One race. This circuit is renowned for its backdrop, surrounded by natural beauty. Well, it certainly is an idyllic destination for the Austrian Grand Prix. Let's run you through the driver grid.
Let's have a look. Why is that the case? How many laps are we doing? 36. Give me, like, 60 kilograms of fuel. I want to spend my whole time on soft tires burning through. Sadly have to go, have an hour-long conference call starting soon. thanks for popping in. I'll definitely have a tab open for you later today, and hopefully I can figure out if it's just the sidebar having issues or if there actually is something going on with Twitch at the moment. Because it still says I followed you, so... I gotta get used to these traffic jams. If I don't catch you until then, I hope you have a good day though. Ooh, something I should do before I close the game out too is I should add a decal to my spoiler. That's terrible. Look at that runoff.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
Calm down, Jeff. It's lap 1. Not lap 2 now. That hairpin is gonna be the one thing that stops me up.
Car right, clear right.
Jim, you're very loud. DRS enabled. DRS has been enabled.
Request is now available.
Give me this spot.
On your right. Right side's clear. Car right.
I need to figure out what Lando Norris's DRS thing is.
He's still there. Clear right.
Great maneuver. You made it look easy.
It's not so hard when Jim's there actually telling me. It's technically a cut. We might get away with it. Ah, one less green dot. That's what Lando Norris says.
Let's get into mix 3 ASAP.
One less green dot and we're set.
Right side. Right side's clear.
Get off that bumper. We're not doing too bad, but I also need to practice overtake zones here because I don't know too many. I feel like this stretch of road here is going to be an overtake zone, but with 90 AI, they're not going to make mistakes. Like, this could be another overtake zone. With how I'm taking those corners, we're not going to have to worry about overtaking anyone next week, though.
Car right. Still there.
That was
Still there.
terrible!
Clear right.
He gave me that position for free. He let me have that
All right.
position. He's come back to the fight.
Hold your line. Clear right.
The AI is so unpredictable. It's fine. I gotta stop running wide there or I'm gonna run out of my track limit warnings. God, this track is so bumpy. That is not okay. I switched off of overtake. What a no. Good lord. I'm definitely gonna use up all of my corner cut warnings over there. Pretty consistent though. I'd like to get a track time breakdown after this. What's our brake bias at? I also don't mind this setup. It's fairly generic, but it also leaves the car kind of stable. What did we set our front diff to, too? That's 75 again, isn't it? We took a note right out of Canada's book because of the sweeping corners on the back straight. I don't think I got damage there. Did tap. I want to redo that corner. I shouldn't have paused. Okay, and then I mess it up. Alright, let's just keep it normal. Go defensive? He goes defensive super early.
Car right.
Basically gives me the entry to the corner.
Right side's
I
clear.
can send it around. It doesn't do a whole lot if I don't line it up properly. can send it. If he gives me the opening, I can go for it, but I need to actually set up for the exit properly. Holy cow, I made the corner? I made the corner?
We're
Wow.
trailing our teammate by 10.6 seconds.
That was stupid.
On your right, clear right. Left side, clear left.
So was that. Just behave. That was abysmal, but...
Right side, clear right.
I should have tried undercutting him. I am so surprised Jeff has not given me my track limit warning message yet.
As you overtake button more, it's time to utilize some of this energy.
I'm so surprised I got away with a love tap. Engine's running a bit warm.
Car left, clear left. On your right. Still there. Clear right.
Nice move. Good job. We have excess fuel weighing us down. Set the fuel mix to mode 3. Let's push.
We're better than that.
Car right. Still there. Right side's clear.
Right. If only I could do this versus people, right? I mean, we don't have flashbacks and we've already spun out twice, right? So that's what we need to actually fix. If I could fix my reliance on flashbacks to 0, we would be perfect.
Car left. Clear left.
That was just clean. Wait. almost in points. Something happening with the AI?
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Driver in front.
Kiviat ahead, gap to car in front is 7.4 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:11.2. You're gaining by 8 tenths. 8 tenths.
Wow. I guess we just hit the sweet spot for... We must have hit the sweet spot for tires. That still should not be fine. I should have got a warning by now. That's P10. Positive 5 fuel. 28 laps left to go, which means we've got 23 left.
The car behind you has just fitted the hard tyres. Car behind, running hards.
Take runs out so quickly. Should we pit at 60 or 70? The game lets me get away with that. There's no way I'm not abusing that.
5.3 seconds.
If the game lets me get away with that last corner runoff, I am so abusing that come next week. We lost the whole 0.3 of a second there. We gained a little bit of time back there, but holy cow, did we lose some time on that next turn. The game is so forgiving on that corner. Wow.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
You bitch. Aussie asserts his dominance by taking the main line through that corner. Can't even hate it. He knew he was faster.
Caution, caution. Caution, caution, yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens. Okay, clear.
Even with a high rear downforce, we're still filling the front tires. I'm gonna start going on third gear out of that corner, I think. Third flashback of the session. What? Two red cars behind me. Alfa Romeo shouldn't be this close. Is that Ferrari? Probably Ferrari. That's a cut. Oh wait, am I thinking of the new track rules from 2022? Maybe the new re-entry is just around the yellow bumper. These Ferraris are catching up quite concerningly. I really want to retake that, but gotta live with the mistakes you make. If I'm pushing hard on the day, I can't just magically rewind.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
I know.
Car right.
We're gonna give
Hold your
it.
line. Still there. Clear right.
I do like third gear out of that corner, and he gave me back the position, weirdly. That was awkward. Very awkward. They let me do it. I gotta abuse that track limits, sure. Austria is apparently super lenient with these track limits. Jeff hasn't told me off once.
We're running an excess of fuel. We can turn up the engine to mix mode 3 if you need it, and turn fuel to rich.
That was definitely wide, but clean. I just missed the apex there. Jeff, you're gonna have to yell at me sometime about track limits.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.1 seconds.
I'm not
On
gonna
your
be
right.
able to compete with this. You're gonna have to let him pass.
Right
He's
side's
got
clear.
DRS. My turn now, bitch.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
He held that? I'm gonna have to practice that apex way more. I'm not so bad at that apex, but I'm terrible on the exit. That corner's another one I just need to get much cleaner on.
We're going to box this lap. Push hard on the in-lap. Gap to teammate behind is 5.0 seconds.
He's got DRS, and I lost traction. Sad. Still in the DRS zone. Never unlucky, never punished. That was better. I gained quite a bit of time coming out of that corner. That is not a sick flat out. Missed DRS? Really? Damn. Guys behind me didn't. I want to push for one more lap. Okay. Jeff, you cannot be that lenient with the track limits.
Those tyres are going to fall off the cliff soon. Take extreme care. Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Green flag.
Left side, clear left.
was very greedy.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Car right. Clear right.
They were never gonna make that. They were never gonna make that. What were they thinking? They were never gonna make that. Even by official rules, we are not tire to tire. I do not have to give way to him. That was a dive, and a desperate one at that. On top of the fact that even if we collide here, I'm completely not at fault. To be fair, if it's an assassination attempt, then yeah, maybe he got the assassination off, but holy cow. Because I mean, I am holding the whole team, the whole Ferrari team is being held up by me right now. But that's still a bit. Actually, no. There's a Ferrari in front of me. I'm not holding up both team members, only the one.
Gap to car in front is 2.4 seconds. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
What?
Copy.
That threw me off so bad. Why did he tell me to pit
Car
this
right.
lap?
Confirmed.
Right side's clear.
At the end of this lap.
Car right.
Why? I'm so confused. That threw me off. He told me to change my pit strategy. To pit now? I thought he... What the fuck? Hang on, no. It was either pit at lap 22 or pit at lap 25. We're on lap 25 and I'd already requested a pit stop, and he rings me up and says we've changed your pit strategy to lap 25. That threw me for such a loop. I mean, now I'm pitting at lap 26, so eat a dick, Jeff. That's all you've achieved, is me pitting one lap
Clear
later.
right. Car right. Clear right.
I'm very forgiving. They just assume that you are going to assault them if they don't give way.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Is this the same strategy? Are you going to tell me to pit lap 6 now? Yeah, look at that. Telling me to pit lap 26. That is the most bizarre bug I think I've ever heard of Jeff doing.
Go now.
Requesting you to pit the lap you've already requested to pit?
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Back in P13, right where we... This is where we left off before everyone else had their pit stop. So we've held position. We held position on the mediums. We've got our out lap now. Once we get a couple of flying laps under our belt, we want to switch to... Get the tires worn in a little bit, and I want to switch to high fuel usage basically as soon as possible. If I can cut that yellow sausage, and that isn't a track limits.
Ahead is 17.7 seconds.
How many do I have? I need to know. Track limits, lap 22. So cutting the yellow sausage on the final corner is fine. Running wide on turn 1, that's fine. I want to know what corner it was. That's bizarre. All of these track limits we've had don't matter. None of them actually are track limits.
The car ahead is 8.5 seconds. The gap behind us is 13.3 seconds.
Need to slow down a little bit more for that corner. Okay, hitting the sausage is suicide. Need a better line than that. I'm still posting 109 though. Gotta be careful with my overtake because it's gonna last another 8 laps. Much better. Hit the apex, second gear. Very brave. Clawed it out of there. I wonder if that's where the track limits was. Hey, Flicky. We are coming 13th in our practice session and we set the fastest lap of the race just then. P12 is in sight. Target acquired. Where's our music? I'm gonna be sparing on the overtake because I might actually need it for a proper overtake. I really desperately want that corner to work in 5th gear. I don't think it is. We found our line through the last couple of corners though. This practice could pay off. New fastest lap, 107.8. How was your stream, Flicky? Right. We're in the McLaren at the moment. Maybe 5th can work if we accelerate slower out of the corner, but I feel like I'm just going to stick to 4th. Gimme DRS. Turn 1, let's gun him down. It's over. We were a little shoddy into turn 1, but it doesn't matter, we got DRS. And we died. Holy shit. Deja vu. I cannot take a hairpin behind someone without spinning out. Why is this my curse?
On your right.
Found bone mass over 50 iron so far.
Right side's clear.
Now. So, I think your car is a little slow. And that's sad, I normally drive AlphaTauri. I know how slow they are. Not as bad as Williams. You're just in the way. I'm not gonna need overtake, but you are in the way.
Car right.
Okay, that is bullshit. I want to know, how did that occur? I thought I gave him enough room here. Did he hit the bumper and just ran into me? What an idiot. If you're gonna cut the bumper, cut the bumper. I had once because driver ultras are overpowered when they have a star. I'm just gonna let you have it. My engine is so warm. Wow. This is not good.
Left side. Clear left.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
To be fair, Jaga archers are only overpowered because they have pierce damage, and pierce damage is broken in the game. Blunt damage is underpowered. In Valheim, pierce damage is too strong. Do I see a new car up ahead? Do I see gridlock up ahead for 10th place? You might have sent us through few swap. Understandable. We're up to the 25% wear and tear now. We have 3 laps left. Let's see if we can get in the points, McLaren. Not with turns like that. Holy cow.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, gap ahead is 5.0 seconds.
Am I gaining on him per lap though? That's the important part. They are battling.
We're trailing our teammate by 5.9 seconds.
I gotta stop running wide on that corner, it's terrible.
Drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
Doing pretty well though, Flicky. We're just practicing at the moment. I have apparently lost all ability to do that corner. Need to clean my act up around there too. That feels so dirty.
This is your final lap of the race.
Give me my DRS, you bitch. That's not our teammate in front of us though. We have 2 positions to make back this lap. We have DRS. We're not going to have a whole lot of overtake though.
Car left.
My turn.
Clear left.
This is my corner. You do not own that corner. I own that corner. Damn. P11.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Not terrible. Honestly, for a practice run, I'm not upset. I'm not upset in the slightest, considering. Oh, yeah. Wait.
Smiling faces on the
We only used
for a superb win here in
15 minutes.
Spielberg,
We had.
and rightly so.
Hey.
A brilliant effort
We have
from
an
the whole
hour
team.
left of the timer still. Oh no.
What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Still, we started from back of the pack, gained 9 positions, and only had 3 incidents. That's not terrible for practice. If we can get rid of those incidents, we would be perfect. That would be dead set for a great race.
Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot.
Sadly, we don't have 20 people in the regular race, only 8. So the difference between first and last is just emptiness. Bad. That is the length of the race we would be doing on the regular week.
Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
See you the highlights. For some reason, I read PTS as pits, and I was like, why did Carlos go for 2 pit stops? And then I realized, oh no, Lewis Hamilton didn't pit 25 times. Let's have a look at the highlights though, because I ran wide so many times. I want to see what that actually looks like. There's no way what I did should be clean racing. Started last of the pack. Didn't take us long to get back to 18th position. From there we kept climbing. By the time everyone was in the pits, which was about lap 15 or so, people were in the pits and I was in position 13. I didn't pit, I stayed out. Yeah, this is after they pit, because at this point I was in position 7, And I came out, this fucker, it's not going to show, I'll bring that up on the proper replay, but he absolutely came out side by side, out of pit lane. He got, I assume he got DRS, I'm not sure. That was nice. That's nice. That's a nice highlight. That's a nice highlight. Look at that. Side by side around the hairpin too. And he just gave me it. He should have had that. We were side by side on the exit. He just didn't accelerate out. The AIs are weird like that. I let him have the position back here. And I think that's where he started getting away from me, was that me letting him have that position. But that dive was so desperate. The Ferrari behind really thought diving me into the hairpin and I would just let him have the corner. And there's the end. Let me show you the balls, the absolute cojones on this Red Bull driver. Unfortunately, forgive me, there is no skip function in the replay. You can fast forward and rewind and that's it. We banked lap 1. But actually, we could come back here. I know a lot of people are used to this camera mode. But to be fair, when just spectating, it's a nice camera for me. I cannot feel the weight of the width of the car like this though. It's alien driving like this. There are people who drive like this. I can't even feel how wide the car is like this. The viewing angle's too long. I think it's just the FOV is a little too high for me. It doesn't feel natural, like a 1-to-1 ratio with reality. In theory, that's fine. That just means I'm going to brake too soon or too early or too quickly. Because the car looks longer than it actually is to me here. But this is how a lot of people drive in this game. I can't not have my on board though. This is home. This is where I fit. I know my space around me in here. But gave him a lot of room there. He still defended. We probably could have undercut, but I just kept sitting behind this guy. Anyway. We will go... Hang on. Where's the exterior? There it is. We'll go with this one for now. We gave him the room. He just wasn't confident enough, I guess. That, I think, should be a track limit warning. Why I'd like that? Pardon me. We ended up figuring out this final turn, but there were so many moments coming into this where we were out here on the green. I don't know what the official rules are, but I think being this far out, especially as often as I was, should have merited some kind of warning. At least a warning, if not a penalty. Coming up, I gave way. But this is like 20 minutes ago. I'm remembering what happened even back then. Looks like at the moment we're giving way. Not really fighting so much as just keeping pace. That is so off track. I know the game's a bit more lenient because the game counts whether or not you gain time or lose time. So almost always running wide, unless it's super far off track, is very forgiving. Wait. He just gave way. He let us have the outside line. We still gave him enough room to recover from that blunder. We went super wide, spun out, and he still gave up. Is he okay? Oh, he cut back down. He came back on the outside into one of the sweeping left. I don't know any of these corner names or what corner number. You'll find that any track, any racing game, I will call every corner sweeping left, hairpin right, because I don't know any of the info. How is that a DRS zone? I think I was hunting for a position there, but I wasn't expecting to be blocked. And this is where I start running wide on these corners. I probably could have got 10th, all things said and done, if I didn't run wide. If I kept my lines clean, my racing was clean, I was fine this practice run, but if I keep my lines clean next week, how is that not track limits? Okay, if you forgive everything else, all those other ones you could be like, yeah, maybe, right? I will deal with a little bit of ambiguity where you're like, I'm not so sure. Maybe it's clean. Maybe it's legal. How in fuck does this not count as track limits? Let me check, actually. If this is lap 6. My first warning for track limits was lap 22. We're going to have a look at that because I really want to know where it thought I went off track. If this isn't enough to count as off track, the game is so forgiving. And I think, if you actually watch, I think it's because the guy in front of me gets further away. So you watch when we come off this. We are pretty close to him. Watch him disappear. Like, look at him drive away from me. He's creating a gap. I think that seems to be a very heavy influence on whether or not the game counts you as cutting corner. If you lose time, if that guy ahead of you disappears and the guy behind you catches up, the game seems to just say, yeah, no, that's probably fine. You didn't cut a corner. It was probably just... Yeah, well, I don't know. They just seem very lenient in that regard. But if that's the case, it's gonna be twofold, because I have to be very careful. Running wide like that on actual race day next Wednesday means that I cannot gain time to the car in front if any of these were actually track limits, right? If any of these count as track limits where I could possibly get a warning, and the only reason I didn't today is because I didn't gain time out of it, I have to be very careful that that isn't something I abuse too heavily on actual race day. Look at that. I mean, he's still quicker than me on the exit. I didn't lose much time, but he still did drive away from me a little bit there. We had a good run here. Alright, let's speed things up again, because no one's even pit yet. Keeping pace pretty well. We run right there. I'd never know which camera angle to use, because preview is just so much better for seeing what's happening around the car, but I feel so much more comfortable seeing like a first-person camera. But we went wide, we went into the sand, he got his position back. We took that corner terribly. I remember we downshifted and missed the apex, weirdly. That was also a very weird corner. We're very slow out of the first turn. Coming into the hairpin. I'm still taking the hairpin in second gear at this point, which means I'm also taking... Pardon me. That means I'm also taking that turn in second gear as well by this stage in the race. I hadn't shifted to third gear for any of these yet, and I think being more fluid in how I take turns and corners is something I can look into going forward. Second gear with fresh tires didn't seem like such a bad move. With high fuel though, oh that was so terrible. With high fuel flow, I think third gear isn't terrible either. You could slice it either way. There's pros and cons to both. Second gear, if you're nice on the throttle and you nail it, is great, but it does require that extra layer of intimacy with the throttle. And I think with high fuel flow, I'd rather just be in third gear here. We got the love tap! That's my first love tap on sim damage that hasn't caused me any, I've never love tapped someone without having any damage. Sim damage is brutal. You barely tapped anyone with a minor speed difference and your wings are just gone. And I love tap someone! We went wide there. Running onto the grass, I think, should have been track limits. What lap is this? It looks like it says lap 10 on the dash there. The font's very tiny. And without anti-aliasing, I've turned anti-aliasing off for streaming. Without anti-aliasing, that's very hard to read, actually. Yeah, okay, it was lap 10. So... a little loose on the back. But... speed things up a little bit, because we are just watching me trail behind here. These guys fought for position. And this is very interesting, because the what car is that? Haas? Yeah, it's a Haas. They kind of just let me overtake them as well. There was no reason why they didn't have to fight here. I mean, even the setup for this corner was weird. They had engine trouble. I'll check whether or not the Haas had a DNF afterwards, but to me there's no reason why they should have been slow coming into this corner and let the Alfa Romeo overtake them. Side by side into the hairpin, the Alfa Romeo got the way quicker exit, and the Haas just sort of gave up and also let me overtake them. I'm not entirely sure what happened. I think the Haas might have been the one with mechanical problems at some point later. Okay, let's actually have a look at that too. I feel like I gave you more than enough room. He just cut over into me when he hit the bumper. AI are weird like that. Again, I don't want to spend all day VOD reviewing the race, but I did love this overtake though. I actually really love this overtake. We came in, we had a decent run. So this wasn't the track limits either, because we're only on lap 11. That was clean. That's worth noting, because we did gain time here. Left tires are in the green. That is a pretty clean corner, all things considered. We didn't run too wide, so as far as a reference point, we know that left 2 tires in the green is safe. Because we gained on the guys in front here. We took overtake out of the turn, and we had such a clean run coming into this. But again, I think it might have purely just been because the AI suck at fighting for position. They could absolutely hold their own on the corners. Such a nice switch, too. When did we switch off? How much room did we leave? Actually a fair amount. That wasn't as close as I thought. I thought I was a bit closer than that. I thought I was a bit closer than that before I switched left. Still, playing it clean. We cut over. We do catch up tire to tire pretty quickly. I don't know, given how much faster we were than them, maybe that's the right call to cut out that early. Because we're basically even, like, perfectly even with them going into the braking zone. We had such a good run on that DRS zone. We matched them in the braking. I thought I outbroke them here. They're clean. I give them way more than enough room. They just don't commit to their line. That's, I think, the weird quirk of the AI. It feels like they want to take the exit, and instead of taking the exit, they just go, oh, you're in the way, I should slow down. That's what it feels like they do, because he could have kept his line and fought me into this straight. Absolutely he could have fought me. He had a decent turn, and I gave him more than enough room to actually fight me there. Still taking the hairpin in second gear. This guy just gave way to me too. I don't know if these guys hit that tire limit where they start driving less fast. But this is where they all start pitting. But I'm just overtaking them in mediums at this point. This is lap 12. I think we have another horse in front of us. Same thing again. We come up behind him with overtake. We cut left. I want to see how close I was this time too. Let's have a look. I think this is where I thought I was against the first horse. Oh, sorry. No, it was an Alfa Romeo. It was a Red Wing. This is how close I thought I was against the Alfa Romeo last lap. This is a lot more closer. So cool seeing that pause in time. Knowing there's like just a tiny little gap between two moving objects running at 180 miles an hour or like 240 kilometers an hour. And that's the amount of distance you have between those two objects. I don't know, I'm fascinated by the most bizarre things, but I also play racing games, so, you know. There's nothing wrong with racing games, I just know it's not. I think that's where I started wanting to do Gear 3, that turn. Right. We are in P13. If we check the dash, lap 13, P13. We just want to make sure, because I know the text is not going to come through on the board from that camera angle. We have 28.4 laps of bonus fuel. Amazing. Lap 13, P13. This is where everyone starts pitting. And there's not much to say for it, except we jumped up to lap 7 here. Lap 7. We jumped up to position 7. And here is the balls on whoever was in this Red Bull. I don't know who was driving. I didn't check. And I don't have HUD enabled, so this could have been either one of the Red Bull drivers coming up here, but... Oh, next lap? Hang on. I'm a lap early. Round we go. There he is. Yep. He's either a king or a dick, and I can't tell. We came out side by side. Side by side. I technically came out in front of him. Neither of us have DRS on the wing, actually. Neither of us got a DRS zone. Interesting. This guy not only comes out faster than me, he has the balls to just assert dominance and use racing line. He knew he was faster than me, and he did not even take any second guesses. This is why the AI is so unpredictable, because they go from just giving away to shit like this, where this guy almost cuts me off and then assumes racing line in front of me. He doesn't defend at all. And then he drives off. I spin a little bit, to be fair, but off he goes. That was it. That was the last I ever saw of him. He overtook me and just left. It was the equivalent of just typing bye lol and then leaving, like never replying ever again. Off he goes. I kept pace, but it was no competition, and he knew it. He came out of pit lane and just assumed racing line coming into the hairpin. To me, it was like, oh, I'm gonna fight around the hairpin. I'm gonna compete with a Red Bull. Look at me go! And he was just like, no, no, you're not. Know your place, McLaren. He just cuts me off. I will never figure out how the AI are coded that Red Bull would do stuff like that. Cut you off, assume racing lane, no, you don't have any say whatsoever, and you get people like Ferrari behind me that just keep not being sure if they can even fight you on a corner. I will never understand this AI, but it is glorious either way. For all of the mishaps and for all of the shortcomings of the AI, having moments like that are so worth it, where it's just like, oh, okay. I didn't have any say in this, did I? From then on, I was kind of playing defense, because the two Ferraris behind me had crushed tires. I had to drive well, and I had to drive clean, because the Ferraris, if they caught up, got DRS. They did get DRS, and I kept having to fight for position. Now that was in the highlights. That was a clean corner. Why not both? King Dick? That was a clean corner, but again, the contrast against King Dick 2 laps ago. He's gone. Like, King Dick's off there in the distance on the horizon. Look, there he is. He's already taken the hairpin. The Ferrari here, though, has the lead. Now, I have to give way. He has to give way. Because back tyre and front tyre are parallel. That is the official rules. If our front tyre and back tyre are side by side, or if we're closer together than that, then you have to give way. If I am not tyre to tyre with him, say for example his car is in front of me, but if I turn into him I would still hit him, I would be at fault. He only has to give way if my tyre is on par with his back tyre. So, we both come into turn 2. He actually takes the corner better than me. I'm very slow on the outside. Understandably. He gives way, which is fair. But this is where I think that AI coding comes in that's so jank. It seems like he wants to be in my line, even though I have the line. And the end result is the AI goes, oh, I can't use that line, I should give way. It makes them seem so uncertain. They let you past. They treat it as if you've cut them off already, even though you should be treating it like you're side by side on the exit. He had the better corner there. He should have taken me on the exit, but he didn't for some reason. In complete contrast to King Dick, who's long since left me. He's off. He had a race to win, apparently. I think... There's no way that's Verstappen, so that must be the teammate. I don't know who Verstappen's teammate was in 2020, but... Was it Ricciardo? No, Ricciardo changed teams. It was, Well, we can check in the menu afterwards, but... If Verstappen came second, if that guy in front of us actually went from 7th to 2nd place, we should watch. Let's have a look. Can we actually see the name? How do we bring up HUD? No? Does he have a name on the car? Hang on, can we see it here somewhere? Albon! Okay, there you go. It's Albon. Ooh, what happened back here? This is where I lost the position. Did he actually take it from me? Well, that was a little dirty on my part. I didn't recognize we made contact there, though. And I don't think I was ever actually given a warning for contact. He just overtook me and had the confidence to stick to it that time. I did almost get a better run than him, actually. The lock-up and going a little wide, he had the better exit for sure. Look how he stuck to that one! He was so committed there. Is it because he wasn't behind me, maybe? Maybe that's the thing. Being in front versus being behind the other car is how they calculate whether or not they need to give way. Still, bizarre. Bizarre that Red Bull can just assert dominance and Ferrari and about it. Fascinating how far we've come from all those games. You remember racing games on the PS1 that would give you character bios and character profiles? Even games like Forza Motorsport 3, Forza Motorsport 4, you would have, what was his name? M. McDonald or something? R. McDonald? McDonald would always drive like a dick in Forza. I remember he always used to win in my games, but I don't remember him driving like a dick. But I was very young when I played the old Forzas. All those old racing games where you'd have named AI opponents that had profiles. It's fascinating to me that in an actual franchised racing game with real life drivers, they don't advertise that same thing. Like, oh, drives like the real person. Would be a guaranteed selling point, a feature list. It's weird if it's even in the game. It's weird they don't advertise it, that's all. And that was lap 22. Somewhere on lap 22 we had track limits, and I think this was it here. Yeah, okay. We finally found it. We finally found the point where the game is like, yeah, okay, you've gone too wide. It's here. If you're this far off the track, the game goes, you're off track. Amazing. The only F1 racing game you've played? Or let me read verbatim. I've only played Super Monaco GP Sega Genesis. That's the only F1 racing game. At first I read it as if that's the only F1 race game you play, which might also be true. Lap 22 was also where Jim gave us the pit change. Fascinatingly, Jim rang us up. Not Jim, it was Jeff rang us up and said, hey, we're going to change your pit strategy to what you already made us agree to. That thing you want to do? Yeah, we're ringing you up to tell you that we want to do that. I suppose. Technically, by the time Jeff had already said that, I had long since gone past pit lane. Chance I forgot in the moment. I start running a little bit wide here. There's no way to bring up telemetry either, is there? It's so bizarre to me that racing games have so lackluster replay controls. Past this point, until we pitch and catch back up to the pack, this is just filler, basically. There we go, into pit. It was a pretty smooth pit, to be fair, too. We came in fast, we didn't track limit ourselves, we didn't penalty ourselves coming into the pit lane too fast either. Came out P13, fresh tyres, set the fuel to high, and off we went. I think by the second or third lap after coming out of the pits, we were already seeing people in front of us. We had eyes on, target acquired. This is where the music kicked in. Okay. Being stupid. I asked for the settings menu. Where did that go? What's this one like?
Want to know how to create awesome videos?
No.
You can do it too. Titles easy, intros easy, kittens, bridges, glitches, so
I don't want any of that. What's the name of that guy? Maybe this will do? Kevin MacLeod. Kevin MacLeod is, he does a lot of royalty-free music, but he also has a lot of stuff you would definitely recognize if you put it on. He's also got I think Kevin MacLeod made the Adventureline song. Well, maybe not for the game, but Stanley Parable. The Adventureline song, I think, is one of Kevin MacLeod's works. We'll turn it up. I was expecting there to be like high-pitched strings or something come in and drown out. It'd be very loud, but it's just the low drumming. The next song. Maybe we'll regret the next song, but I was looking for like sleuthing spy music. Or like a hunt down, well, I mean, basically what I was going for was like target acquired, hunt down the prey, action thriller style stuff, but as cool as that, I need to do prep work like that in advance. As cool as it would be to do, I can't sit there for 10 minutes looking for music like that on the fly. Take what I can get. But we were reeling this guy in. At the moment, the playlist is Kevin MacLeod's horror music collection, apparently. We were just eating this AlphaTauri up as McLaren. Babied him a little bit coming into these back corners too. I feel like if I am going to try and define which 2 points I am most likely to make an overtake, it is on the main straight, and I think you've got 2 openings on the other end of the track. The main straight, and there's another DRS zone here that I could abuse as well. After the hairpin, there's a 3rd DRS zone, so he locked up. We had him under pressure. He's worried. He's sweating. Look at him. This DRS zone here, if we get a clean hairpin and a clean exit, we could definitely make some damage here. I don't know on race day if I'm ever going to be able to utilize that, but that was technically a fairly clean preview of the AlphaTauri. Just Miss McLaren behind you the whole time. I wish I could have rear camera without rewinding, but it's bound to the same button. Where's the mirrors? How do I show mirrors? Mirrors! All you can see is orange. But we go for it. We clean up. It was nice. He gave way. He was very respectful on that. He knew he didn't have the ability to fight us, I think. And then we just drove away. I do love the Honda engine sound more than any other. The Honda engine just sounds better. Shall I turn the music back down? We'll turn it back down. Ooh. There you go. It's background noise now. It won't... It'll get drowned out by the cars, most likely, at this point. I just love the idea of all the other tower you can see in the rearview mirrors is orange, and that music's just playing. Damn. Music got very loud, actually. I'm glad I turned it down. But yeah, that was basically it. We caught back up to the rest of the pack. Just clean racing for the last half. There's the rest of the pack. Hey, speaking of the devil. Plural. We were missing so many of our apexes. We can clean up this track so much and get some better times, but considering what we did, I'm not unhappy with the outcome. We got 9 positions. We were pretty clean with only 4 incidents or 4 rewinds. A little tiny tap there too, I think. Taking this guy on the outside is such a BM move. I had the better tires, I had the faster car, and I just cleaned him up on the outside. That was not fair though. It's kind of like rubbing it in. Like, yeah, you've got the better line, but I'm still gonna go faster than you. Again, with the AI, it's hard to tell sometimes. They seem very unpredictable whether or not they just give way. And that was it. We didn't have enough time to get our 10th position and score a single point for McLaren, but I'm still going to be happy with this outcome all the same. We pulled off the pitch strategy, 50% length of the race, so it works. We could arguably go on to red sooner than we did. The tires were only 30% worn by the end of the race, so I think we could probably pit at around lap 21 and we'd be fine. Not a bad effort though. Let's have a look. We did have 2 exceeded track limits, one on lap 36. I have quit the replay. Do not make me go back in. Can I? Okay, we're gonna find out one thing. Resume. Thank you! Where's lap 36? This is lap 36, so it was sometime here we apparently exceeded track limits. Was it turn 1? No. Turn 1 was clean. Turn 2 was clean. Tiny little tap. Very light on the throttle. We used overtake a little bit. Just went around the outside. That's fine. That's fine. Where did I go over track limits? Hello? Very likely there again, wasn't it? Yeah, we're outside of the green. That's gotta be the signifier then, being outside of the green line. So I suppose that means if we have the 2 right tires on the green line, we're clean. That's so forgiving. Like, that is super, super forgiving. But understandable. I was kind of full sending it without much care here. So, 2 warnings. Out of everything we did that race, 2 warnings for track limits. We were so egregious though, we were off the track so many times and we were just apparently not called out for it. Right. I can't can't do any more races because I think that's taken up a highlight reel in my theater. I'll double check. But I'm gonna leave that where it is for F1. Honestly, I might keep short stream today. I'll double check. Has that got rid of Italy? I've done nothing but rest these past few days, Flicky. I'm sick of doing nothing but sleeping. It has. Azerbaijan, Canada, Austria. So we need to export Canada. So we can do one more race. That's it. I'm not gonna risk it though. I'm gonna leave these here. I don't remember if I watched Azerbaijan. Baku City is so much easier to say. I should stop butchering. Baku City is fine. Also, Baku is the name of the character from Sethical. If you've ever heard of boneless pizza? Okay. That's enough, Mr. McLeod. Thank you. Oh, there's the audio. Rest more. Do you know, Flicky, I've actually slept for close to 30 hours since Sunday. It's now Wednesday, and since Sunday I have slept for 30 hours. 14 on... was it 14 Monday? 10 on Tuesday. And I got another 4 or 5 before I went streaming. I am definitely not for lack of sleep. What's the sentence? I do feel better, to be fair. But I do think it's a dietary... That is the saddest moment. That is... on a scale of cry to despair, that's a good depression and a half. That... just... you know... right there, my front right tire hits the bumper, and I just tried accelerating too much without any front tire grip. That is so sad. I know exactly what the car did. I know exactly what caused it. And you just have to watch. You can't do anything. You can't save the car. You can't fix the problem. You just have to watch. Oh, that's so sad. Little bump there, but we're fine. You don't even know if you sleep 30 hours in a week. Exactly. Oh, we're on the white tires. Crunch. That plan went well. At least we didn't need a 3-point turn. I love... don't you just love the slow-mo? Look at this. It's such a short slow-mo that you don't even see it in the rewind. If I rewind, catch the slow-mo camera. There it was. It's such a short slow-mo. Why? Why are the highlights like this? Both of them. That one, you don't even see it. It's gone. Why? Why is that there? Why is that there? I will never understand the highlight maker for the multiplayer races. I mean, it's no shortage of fascinating entertainment, but not for the right reasons. And there was the death. You catch the end of it. I do have a clip of it on Twitch. But it was a full send by Joel. A brave... I can't blame him for it. I think he did probably the best he could without a front wing, but he had already lost the front wing going into the castle. And I think he knew on like the last 2 laps of the race, he had to put us all into it. The car just didn't meet him there. The car was like, I'm fine, I'm gonna pack it in, bye. And the car just sent it into the wall. If he even had like half his wing, he could have kept that, but I think he lost both. At the full send there on the back straight, it was enough for me to be distracted. I bumped my own wing there. But I can't blame him. I probably would have done the same thing. Given 2 laps left, knowing there's a person catching up behind, I would have done the same thing. I would have just gunned it. I would not have second guessed. I would have said, if I can't hold it, I'm gonna go out my own terms. And unfortunately, that was what happened. He went out on his own terms. Instead of defending with a wing, he just said, I'm gonna go for it, give it my all, come what may, and May came. At about 180 miles an hour, judging by the fact it DNF'd him in a reduced damage settings. I am surprised that we got no penalty out of that. There was no yellow flag, virtual safety car, or safety car. There was only 2 laps left, to be fair, so I kind of get, even if that was like the real, if that was the real thing, I'm sure that would have been red flagged and people would have just packed up and called it. But I get, for the game's point of view, red flagging is like anti-fun because you just want to keep racing. You don't want to have the game say race over early. Just because there's like a pile up and 10 casualties on the track doesn't mean your fun has to end. Not in the video game, at least. But it was fascinating to see the game just completely ignore that incident. Because if virtual safety car or safety car came out, that would have just been it. The rest of the race would have been locked in positions as they were. And at that point, you might as well just call a red flag. I'm not so certain I want to actually go to a different game, but I'm running out of energy. I feel, that's so bad. Am I still running screen capture? No, good. Okay. Before I start getting too carried away, make sure I'm not showing off what's on my screen. I get paranoid. Mostly, I just have so much junk on my desktop. There's emotes I like that I totally haven't stolen. Text documents, images. Right. If we are going to switch to something, what do we switch to? I've slept for 30 hours this week. I don't need more rest. The fact I am tired is insane to me. I do feel better. I feel a lot more up to streaming. Oh, you know what I should stream, actually? Not today, but I did get an up-to-date copy of Elder Scrolls Online. I'll log back in. I'm gonna make a tune on the EU servers as well. But I'll log back in and I'll get it. I don't wanna. I'm back to being brain dead. I'm also talking slowly. I gotta fix that. Oh yeah, Bethesda's owned by Microsoft now. I can go get every Bethesda game. Publisher Bethesda. Hang on. Publisher Bethesda. Do these actually list Microsoft? No. Brink is listed exclusively as Bethesda, but I'm weird, so I'm going to mark them as Microsoft now. That probably makes Microsoft one of the largest publishers I have on my Steam account, as far as collections go. Okay, that one does not go on that collection. Kingdom Come Deliverance is in here, but that's just because it's Oblivion 2. I want to do something chill. We could end with a bit of Wingspan. I do have an hour left of microphone filtering, but I might just start streaming earlier next Wednesday and do a bit of practice. That doesn't work because it resets on Saturday. So we have an hour left of microphone filtering by Saturday. We have to use that up today, right? Because I'm not likely to do anything else for the rest of the week. Should I find out if V-Rally works? That'd be interesting. Simple type. Let's see how this works.